In this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can scrape any website and then put that data into N8N so that you can build out whatever workflow using that data from the website. So let's get straight into it. All right, so I have the workflow right here and I'm going to show you guys how it works. So this is going to be using our Appify tutorial scraper from earlier where we scraped Google Maps, and we're just going to scrape each website, and with the information we get, we'll create a customized message with that. So if I just execute this flow, you'll see we get the rows from the sheet. I just limit it so we only do 3 so this doesn't take forever. And then we run a HTTP request node, a little code node. We run through a ChatGPT model, which takes a while. And then after we append and update the Google Sheets. So I'll be right back when this finishes loading to show you guys the result. All right, so it is green. We have finished the workflow. Now let's check out the sheet. And as you can see here, we got a personalized message based on the website right there. And there's only 3 because I put a limit here, but it would do that for all of them so that when you do your outreach, you can be extremely personalized. So now I'm gonna go exactly through each node and show you guys how to set this up for yourselves. All right, so the first thing we want to do here is we want to get the rows from the sheet. So let's just write in sheet here and then we'll do get rows. And once you're here, make sure you connect with the credentials. You want the resource to be sheet within document, and the operation will be get rows. And then the document, we're gonna pick our Appify tutorial, the sheet right here that already has the leads in it. So make sure you do already have at least a sheet that has some websites in it. As your leads, you can go to my Appify tutorial and build that out first so you can have a sheet filled with leads. And then we're just going to pick a sheet 1. You can leave everything else default, and I'm going to execute to show you guys what happens. Right here, we get all the websites from our leads right here, which we will use in the next step. So after that, just for the example, you guys don't have to add this, but I'm going to put a limit. This just limits the amount of data that can pass. So as you can see here, we have 30 results. That's because we have 30 rows here. So what happens is if I put a limit, we'll only take, for example, the first row. So I'll do that. We're going to leave the limit with 1 so that when the data comes in, instead of 30 items, just 1 is going to pass through. So I'll show you guys what happens when we run this. 1 item has passed through, and that is the first row. As you can see here, the clinic. And then if I go right here, you can see it is the same clinic. So after that, we will add a HTTP request. So write HTTP, and this will be a GET request. And all we're going to do is drag and drop the website URL straight into where it says URL here. That's literally all we have to do, and then click execute. Once that is done, you can see a bunch of HTML comes in and it's not readable. So what we need to do is use some code to make it more readable for the AI model. So here we're going to add a code node, and in this code node, I'm going to show you guys exactly what to put, but to make it easier, you guys can join my school and copy and paste this code. I'm also going to put the workflow so you guys can copy and paste the workflow, and the code's already going to be in there. So make sure if you guys want that and the prompt, you can go in my school in the description below and you will be able to have this for yourself. But in this scenario, I'm just going to copy and paste it. So take the code and put it in, and we will execute this step. And as you can see, it has cleaned up the text very nicely. So instead of all that HTML, now we have a clean output of text that is on the website. Now the next step here is we want to send that to a OpenAI model. So we're just going to write OpenAI. And I have misclicked, so sorry about that. OpenAI, and right here we're going to do message a model. and make sure we are connected here. And to this model, I usually like a 5 mini because it works pretty well and it's pretty cheap. So I'm gonna put this prompt in the school as well, but you guys just want to put a simple basic prompt in the ChatGPT model right here. And this is also going to be the system prompt. So I'll read through it real quick. You'll receive all the text found from the HTML of a website. Make a super personalized sentence based on the text you receive. This sentence will be used in an email for cold outreach to the business who has this website. To be clear, the business will be receiving the email with the sentence you write. Do not write an email, just a sentence which can be used inside the email. And then I also said only return the sentence, nothing else, because, you know, ChatGPT sometimes, puts its own thoughts instead of just a sentence, and you only want the sentence because if you fully automate this, you want to make sure that it's just the sentence being output. And then also, since I do have a French website here, I said make sure the answer is in English. And then we will add a message, and this is where we're going to drag and drop this text straight into here. And once we do that, we can execute the step. Now this takes a while, so I'm gonna execute it and I'll be back when it's done. All right, so as you can see, it finished and it has given us a output right here that we can use that is customized to the website from the text being scraped on the website. So now the next step is we're gonna put this straight into the sheet so that it shows up here next to customize message. And what we're gonna do there is we're gonna write sheets and we want append or update row. So that's the node we're gonna be using here. Make sure you're all connected up, and we're just gonna pick the same sheet. And what we're gonna do then is map all the fields. So we want to column match on title, and then I'm gonna go back here to where I have all the get rows and just drag and drop each one so that it connects. So website, title, phone number, and review score. And then for customized message, this is gonna be the new one. This is what we just created. We're gonna use the content from the previous node right here. So just drag and drop that. And then when we execute this step, it should give us a green check mark. And then if we come here, we have our customized opener for the email right here. So I hope you guys can see how powerful this workflow can be. If you want to download this workflow and use it for yourselves, go down to the description below and join the school. Super easy. Also, if you want to learn how to drop ship or check out my other workflows, make sure to check the school down below. If this video helped you in any way at all, please leave me a like and a subscribe. And other than that, see you guys on the next one.